Okay, welcome everyone. My name's Bishop. This is my first video. Today right now we're gonna talk about South Park. There will be more videos later on today. This is gonna be this starts the first. This is the first episode of season 18, which is crazy. Season 18, 18 seasons. South Park. You can go on forever if you wanted to. Keep on making fun of us. Keep on making fun of the world. I enjoy it. Lord knows. Like, as someone who likes to sit back and just watch, I'm having a blast. South Park is definitely one of my favorite shows. Uh, it's definitely, even though it's a comedy show, it's now more than ever. Because I don't know if I was just too young and dumb at the time. But it's definitely a political satire show now, 100%. You know, like, yeah, just definitely 100% political satire. In those same realms of Jon Stewart, Colbert, and I forgot his name. I love his show, John Oliver. Yeah, same thing, John Oliver. And I don't know if you would consider them this, but Penn and Teller's bullshit when it was on. Love that shit. I would kind of consider them political satire, but not really satire because they were just calling out bullshit. Hey, so this episode focused aim at tell me you guys didn't get the supervillain vibe when it had like there's a scene. If you didn't watch the episode, which you should, because if you can watch this, you have the internet. No reason why you're missing any episodes of South Park. You know, I don't know if I can say that. Guess we'll find out. So, um, yeah, tell me you didn't get the super villain vibe when there's a scene when the owner of the Redskins is talking to tries to go talk to Roger Goodell about getting Cartman to change his organization's name. He changes it. He changes it to the Redskins because the Redskins lose their trademark on it. It gets revoked because and it gets revoked. So that means anyone can do what they want with it. And Cartman won't change it, obviously. He's after money, and it's Cartman, and we expect nothing less. So he tries. So the owner of the Redskins tries to go to Roger Goodell, and he's just like, hey, and Roger Goodell saying the same old bullshit lines, and then he ends up breaking it. It turns out Roger Goodell's a robot, and he's like, look, it's out. He goes to a bunch of screens. He calls up all the other owners, and I just got the major supervillain vibe. They were like, hey, he's like, hey, the Goodell bot's broken. And they initiate their plan, to get them to change their name, which, FYI, is so effed up, but doesn't even work because of money. And that goes into one of the greatest things. My favorite part of the episode is when Cartman is explaining why after Kyle doesn't want to use the name anymore. Why he's going to keep it. And Cartman lays it down perfectly. If I ever start an organization, I'm going to try to do it this way. Like, you can't, if you're an organization about money, saying you're going to go about and saying you hold all these standards, especially in America, this capitalistic ruled society, like you can't say you have all these morals, because in the end, you don't. You worship the dollar, and the dollar is moralless. And you have all these players, and it's like you really don't care, what they do, as long as they're making you money. So the moment you say you're held to this standard, the moment you say that, you mess up, because so many people are involved with it. Of course, you're gonna get someone who's gonna do something effed up. You're gonna get an Adrian Peterson beating your kids, which I don't mind messed up. But did you hear about the leaves, stuffing the leaves in the kid's mouth? That's when I heard about that. I was like, Adrian Peterson, come on, You know, everyone's been beat with a switch before, but and if you haven't, it's okay. It's about as American as apple pie. True story. Or you get a Ray Rice, which sadly is the same thing. Think about it. Damn, so messed up. America, we are some fucked up individuals. But it's true. It's like once you say once you say you're holding yourself to this standard, you actually have to do it when you don't want to, when you really don't care. Like, it's like, come on, let's be serious. The NFL and the Ravens don't care about Ray Rice. They don't. That's why they gave him a 2-game suspension. Even though he was shit last year, I had him on fantasy. Even though, they care about the money he rakes in, and his performance on the field. They really don't care about his performance off the field. But because they say they do, and because they say they hold to this highest standard, now they have to be. And Cartman has like this whole scene where he's like, "No, dude, it's crap." And he lays that out. He's like, "Dude, I'm not gonna go do that, dude. I'm after money. I'm after money, man. Like, I'm trying to do nothing. I'm trying to sit on my ass and do nothing." And it's awesome. It's perfect. I loved it. The episode goes on. Kyle and Stan leave the organization. Then Stan leaves Kyle's organization because of the name. They had all these crazy names. I really should have wrote them down, but I didn't. Go watch the episode. You'll see. Just like crazy, like floppy balls laying on desk type shit. And so Kyle has to leave. Kyle leaves, and then Stan leaves his organization. And in the end, they end up coming back together because Cartman's making a whole bunch of money. And the big secret plan is to like destroy Kickstarter, which they do. But what was did you see the scene? The elevator scene, dude. To where the woman goes to the elevator and there's just a player in there, and it's like the same angle as the Ray Rice video. It's like, oh crap. I was dying. I saw that. I was watching that though. I was just laughing. So that was pretty funny. In the end, it doesn't work. But what happens is, like, because it doesn't work, none of the players want to play. So the lone owner goes out to go face the Cowboys. By the way, making fun of Jerry Rice, hilarious. Like, I never noticed that nigga Jerry Rice's eyes. But I'm gonna notice forever now, South Park, and thank you for that, Matt Stone, Trey Park. You're mine for that. Thank you. So they go out there. The owner goes out there to face the Cowboys by himself, and he just gets obliterated. And of course, in the end, because Kyle and Cartman and Stan come back together to make money. In the end, they're forced to quit and go back to school because people start protesting, and they're like, "Hey, dude! After watching the beating he took, it's so messed up." And they go with all these things. And what's so hilarious, it would be the genius of Matt Stone and Trey Parker is like they're able to touch on this on like why it's effed up to have the Redskins name, and what's so effed up about it. They didn't have a single Native American in that whole episode. Like, they didn't. Not a single Native American in the whole episode. They had the reference with the teardrop eye thing, which they had to put in there. That's iconic. The owner was, like, stumbling around and shit. He had like, the one eye. It's like, oh. But, like, other than that, dude, they, like, there wasn't really a reference to him. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe that's what Kyle was talking to Cartman about. Maybe. I don't remember. But my bottom line is, dude, they were ingenious the majority of the episode. Like, see, even if it is in there, I didn't remember it. Like, it wasn't one of those, like, boom, and, like that, the whole point is, like, they get you to look at things from different angles. That's like, it's it's ingenious. Matt Stone and Trey Parker are just like, whoever else writes for them, because I don't know if they do it all on their own or they write every episode themselves. But it's like, it's great. It really is. The show has a talent for showing the other side of things in just a way to where it makes you feel like an idiot for not realizing. I mean, you know, not that you're an idiot for not realizing, but they just break it down in a way to where it's like, look. Um, so overall, I love the episode. I can't wait for more. I'll make more videos on them. If you guys want to discuss something about it, I don't know how much there's going to be discussed about these episode reviews, but you know, and we'll see what happens with this Giants Redskin game tonight. Go G-Men. So hell yeah. Uh, anyway, I'm Bishop signing off. Thank you for watching.